Hey guys, mulltiy here. Let's talk about Cataclysm. Phase 2 just started, I think, 2 weeks ago. Phase 2 is not a lot of change to Phase 1. Just to be honest, I think we only had the additional two dungeons and stuff like this, so not a lot of things. But still, let's talk about the tier list. First of all, I had a prediction. You can see it here for the first phase. Of Cataclysm. Now we're in phase 2. Things are a little bit different than I thought, but also some things are exactly like we thought at the end together. So let's hope over it and let's just analyze a little bit the DPS charts, and then let's predict maybe how we go moving forward into phase 3 then of Cataclysm. Let's start at the bottom. First of all, I think there is, thanks God, no class that you cannot play in Cataclysm. That's also already a little bit different to back in the, let me say, real World of Warcraft Classic. In Cataclysm, mostly everything is playable. We have definitely Marksman as the lowest at the moment, and then we have followed by Feral Druid and Frost and Arcane Mage. So Frost and Arcane Mage are two specs that are not doing that good. That's just our... Ah, no, sorry, we only make a C tier. We don't even have a D tier. So that would be the C tier, those 4 specs. Not doing quite well, but also, as I said, you see here the gaps between the specs. Could be better, could be worse. I think we have a pretty clear S tier, followed by a decent A tier and a very big B tier, and then this small C tier. So next one is Beastmaster Hunter. So Hunter overall, 2 bad specs, same with Mage, but thanks God they have better ones. And then Retribution Paladin. I think I claimed that definitely higher. We will go over it in a second. Followed by Enhancement Shaman and Sub-Rogue. But as you can see, they are so tied together. The numbers, you can see it here down here. So there are enough parses. For sure we have some specs like Frost Mage, Beastmaster Hunter, Fury Warrior, Marksman Hunter. They are just not getting played at all or nearly at all. But still enough data to put them in our list. Next one is the Fury Warrior. Also doing pretty bad at that moment, but I guess it will do better later on. Then Destruction Warlock. Where is it? We have it here. Shadow Priest, which I'm wondering about, to be honest. And then Affliction Warlock. And Assassination Rogue. Assassination Rogue, I think I also had it a little bit higher. So let's talk about this when we have here this list completed, and then I will compare it to my predictions. Because again, here not a lot of change from phase 1 to phase 2, because not a lot of things got added. Then Frosty K is the first A tier spec, which is already doing quite well. Arms Warrior, and then we have the Survival Hunter in the middle of the pack of the A tier. Balance Druid, just doing pretty fine, and Combat Rogue. Finally here we have a Combat Rogue spec. And then as you can see, there's really, I think this is the only real step with a very big gap from the first to the second place. Now we are in the S tier. Elemental Shaman is doing an awesome job, followed by Demo Warlock. So as you already can see, we have here a very high range of caster DPS on the S tier. The only one that can break that phalanx is the Unholy DK, and then we have the Fire Mage. So that's pretty it. But as you can see, that's the raw numbers. That's not really an opinion. That's the raw numbers. Sure, you can change here damage to bosses. You can swap a little bit things around, so 1 or 2 places get changed. For example, here Rogue doing much better if you're only going to bosses. So it's always a little bit depending on what do you want to do, but just to make it clear, Fire Mage is the best one, and so on and so on. So I want to see now my prediction. As you can see, I ranked Frost pretty low, Sub-Rogue pretty low. I honestly did not think about I did even forget here Feral, so let's don't complain about it. I'm here wondering very much about Shadow Priest, and I did not think that Fire Mage is already so dominant. Okay, we have the last patch rolling, but I thought they need more gear to get up in the charts. I ranked here phase 1, Fury Warrior pretty low, and also Arms Warrior. I think they will still rise, and I thought Mage, Fire Mage is only A tier maybe in the first phase, and then will rise on the top. But they're already on top, followed by, as you can see here, also what I kind of predicted pretty right. Affliction Warlock. I say that one of the Warlock specs will be S tier in my opinion, one not. So it seems like Demo Warlock didn't make it. Sorry, Affliction Warlock didn't make it. They are just decent specs, Destruction and ending. Retribution Paladin is also much weaker than I thought, to be honest. And Arcane Mage. I would say that's my surprises at the moment. At the moment that we are. So Fire Mage is on the top level, and then followed by Unholy DK, Demo Warlock, and Elemental Mage. Let's talk about what can happen in the next phase now. I still think that we will see a rise in Shadow Priest. Definitely we will see a rise here. I'm a little bit shocked about how good already Fire Mage is, so it could be getting a little bit out of hand how strong Fire Mage is, just to make that clear. And I'm still thinking that we will see a rise in the both warrior specs. Not sure which one will at the end of the day scale better. I think a little bit more Fury than Arms, but we will see that. What else I could think of? Balanced Druid maybe a little bit rising. Elemental Shaman, if he's already that... Where did I predict Elemental? I predicted it A tier, okay. But if already now S tier, I think they could be even get better also with gear. So yeah, it's hard to say, but in general I would say Fire Mage and Warriors should still rise. Arcane Mage could make it a little bit more up high because also they benefit from shorter fights. But yeah, every phase swap could lead to a decrease again. Yeah, but I think that's would be only my predictions that Warrior and Mage could be even get better, which is crazy because as you can see how strong Fire Mage already is. That's a little bit devastating for the other classes. Let's see if we will get some nerfs. I don't hope so, but you never know what Blizzard is doing at the end of the day. They also fixed some things in Wrath. I think Unholy DK got a little bit touched and so on. So overall, I want to make clear overall, pretty good balance. S tier a little bit above everything else, especially when we talk about Fire Mage. If you only look about the difference from a Fire Mage to a Marksman Hunter, the difference is pretty big. If you only look from a Combat Rogue, which is a pretty good spec, to a Retribution Paladin, then there is a difference, but the difference is not that high. It's on Heroic, it's on 25 player, so things can change if you're only going 10-man normal or whatever, but in general you can say Fire Mage is awesome, Marksman Hunter doing not that well. That's it for this video, guys. See you, have a good day, have a good week, bye bye.